Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. Thank you for hopping on. Appreciate the likes, subs, all that good stuff. So we are a minute before the 7 o'clock PRs come out. So I have my top gainers up and my trade ideas up, and hopefully we'll get us a nice 7 o'clock play here. Good morning. Good morning. FTEL and TAOP. I didn't trade anything this morning. I mean, I haven't taken any trades this morning. Woke up kind of late. So I don't even really know what's moving. But I don't see any new pops moving. Looks like TAOP is making a move down. FTEL pushing up a little bit. Kind of like the 192 area though. So if it wants to get back, if it wants to get up a little higher, I might be interested in this one. From a technical standpoint, I don't know much outside of that because I was hoping for a fresh PR pop. Those are my favorite. All right, FTL's pushing. I'm gonna get a little entry here, and I'm gonna probably play it tight though. Okay, got me a little entry here at this level, and I'll cut if it gets over 2 and hold. I think it might struggle here at 2. And if it breaks through 2, I'm just gonna get out. Not gonna try to fight this one. But I got entry at 193. Not the best entry, but I think it might struggle here at this level I drew, so we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to do a little DD on it because I really don't know much about this company. I've definitely traded it many times, but float 4 million, overall offering risk high. Um, oh, this is the one that had the share repurchase yesterday. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'll just play this level, and if it see if it flushes here on this push. If it breaks over 2, I'm just gonna cut. I'm not gonna try to chase this one as it's breaking new highs. I just like this little level on the chart where it's previously wicked down to 2 different occasions. So there's some significance to that level. So we'll see if it fails here. Could push and break it. I wouldn't be surprised either way, but I'm just gonna have a tight stop on it just in case it does decide to break above it. I was hoping for a quicker flush than it's currently doing, so it's wanting to push, but it's struggling to get over that 192 level. So we're getting a little flush here, or a little, I wouldn't say flush, but a little weakness. So let's see if it pushes past, if it can hold over 2, or if we drop back to where we started. I know a lot of y'all are in the Discord. I actually had a, it's weird. I had a decent day yesterday. Like, I never want to complain about like a 2K day, but man, I feel like I should have made way more. I traded when I don't know if most of y'all have seen the recap video from yesterday, but I traded a ton of tickers, but just small little base hits. Didn't catch any like solid moves yesterday, but base hits add up. Locate prices have went up too, so again, I wouldn't be surprised if we break over 2 here. I'm just gonna cut if we do. If we hold over 2, I'm cutting. Prefer it not to. I'd like to start my days not with a loss, but if it is, I'm gonna keep it reasonably sized. It's tempting not to add here at $1.99 though. But since this is already kind of like a multi-day runner, you know, I mean, it's been bullish all through yesterday, now today. I don't want to add too much to it. Anything else moving? Let me know if y'all see anything else. Went ahead and added at $1.99 again. I'm assuming I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, now we're getting over 2. If it holds, I'm just gonna cut down. Unfortunately, about 140 bucks on this one since I added, but I want to see if it holds. So my average is now 196. Only down about 60 bucks now. So if it gets a little flush, I'm gonna get my size back down to my average, but I don't really like this play anymore. Just rather, I'm ready for it to break 2 or just flush back down. Okay, now that I'm at break even, there we go. So now I'm back down to 1,000 shares, but I was able to get my average up a little bit. Still same game plan though. If it breaks and holds over 2, I'm just gonna cut. Let me know if y'all see anything else moving though. Haven't heard anything from trade ideas yet. This one has been brutal. And what I mean by brutal is just like just bust through or fade. Being impatient, but and the reason why I have such a tight stop with this one is because it's like I was saying, kind of multi-day gainer at this point. Yesterday, made highs, was able to hold it. Now we're in pre-market, it's making new highs, so it's already proven that it can hold gains. So that's why I say like newbies probably should avoid multi-day gainers, or if you trade them, just be aware that it might not fade completely. It's already proven that it can hold its gains and push higher after the day's over. So, but I just wanted to play this little level I had marked on the daily, and the level I have, they've been pretty strong lately. These little gap fill type of plays, and it's not really a gap fill. I don't really know what you call this, but previously it's wicked down to these levels, so there's some significance to this little level. I don't know what it is, but um, they've been hesitating around these like previous levels that they've wicked down to. So we'll see if this one honors it or not. About 4 cents in the money now, but I would like to see a little bit bigger of a flush. There we go, finally. Now if we could drop down to VWAP, I'll be happy. Because this is not a one that, so, and another thing about multi-day gainers, this is not the ones that you want. You know how most of these 7 o'clock plays, if you just hold them by the end of the day or end of pre-market, they're usually back to where they started. These multi-day gainers, I wouldn't be so sure of that, because again, it's already proven that it can hold its gain. So a lot of times, how about this? I wouldn't be surprised if it came back to VWAP and then kind of consolidated, then made a new high. So, or just or bounced quickly and made a new high. So just be aware of these multi-day gainers when it comes to things like that. I know there's the first red day play and this and that. It's a little different. That's whenever it goes from green to red and it usually flushes hard. I'm talking more about like how I play these pops, try to find weakness. A lot of times these don't just like fade back to where it started. They will at some point, but again, you know, like some of these pops were some good ones. Oh, like this one after hours yesterday, ARTL. I played this one. See how it popped and then it faded and now it's back to where it started. Like um FTEL, could it do it? Yes, but it's already proven it can hold gains, so it might just consolidate in this, you know, 155, 175 area for a little bit, then make another move higher. Sad about no 7 a.m. pops though. That's my favorite ones. Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised this one's not pushing harder. I'm glad it's going my way. Here we go. But without any distractions, I'm surprised this one didn't push, honestly. TC, following the appointment of Chief Operating Officer, Token Cat Limited Board approves 1 billion crypto asset investment policy, TC. No movement. I just saw this random PR come in. I thought it would move the ticker, but I guess not. Oh, how the crypto treasury news has died. A few months ago, this would have probably took off. Kind of hate this play. I'm ready for ready for a new play. I agree. I agree. Run 10 mile. Yeah, these crypto treasury plays were insane in the summer, into spring, summer. But that PR is not going to do much right now. Especially whatever random Token Cat. Is that the name of the coin? I don't know. It's not moving, so I don't care. JSPR is on a news halt. Resumption 7:30. Interesting. No, FTL, don't do this. I'm only in 500 shares now, though, because I took some of the money off on those baby flushes to the 180s, but still, I don't want to have to cut it here. But I will if it holds over 2. Didn't make any money on it, but I could tell it wasn't going to flush cleanly, so I just got out at like 188 or something, 500 shares, but still in 500. Tempted to add here. Since we're at, you know what, I'm going to add here at 199, because if I cut, I'm going to probably cut it like 201, 202, 203, so I'm not going to be risking but 2 or 3 cents, so I'm back in 1,500 shares now. But again, low confidence on this play. But because of the low confidence, I'm keeping a tight tight stop on it. So now my average is not too bad. High 197s and 1,500 shares. So we do get a flush. I'll have a good average, but if it busts through, I'll just cut quickly. We just need a distraction from this ticker. Maybe that JSPR halt resumption. We can keep this FTL under $2. By then we might get bailed out. But yeah, JSPR. I played this one in after hours. It was money too. For some reason, I was very confident to hold this one, and it flushed nicely for. Oh, I didn't even know it came back. So yeah, I called this initial move again. That was in my daily recap short I posted last night. held for this entire move. Maybe I was able to hold because it was relatively quick, but I didn't even know it recovered. Are they releasing some data or something, I assume. I feel like that's what the PR was about. We're back over 2, but we can't hold. If we hold, I'm just going to get out here. Struggling to hold over it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it does, like I said. So if the 5 minute closes above the 2, I'm going to get out, or if it just starts running, like pushing hard. If it breaks 205, I'm just going to get out. Because I like to wait for the 5 minute candle to close, but like if it pushes the 205, 210, like I can't afford to let it run against me, so I'll cut it there. But I know that confuses some people whenever I say I'm going to wait for it to close. I like to wait for the 5 minute candle to close above the level I want to stop out at. But of course, especially if it's a small float and it just starts like taking off, I can't wait for the 5 minute to close if it's already at like 220. So, you know what I mean? If it starts running hard against me, I'm gonna close it. But I don't really think that's gonna happen to this one. So that's why I'm gonna wait for the 5 minute to close above 2. But I don't love this play. I like to see them fade quicker when it approaches these levels. I like to see them fail a little quicker. The longer it hangs out like this, the more convinced I am that it's probably going to break it. But it still might flush here, especially if we get a distraction. But I don't love this play, but I don't see anything else worth playing right now. What the comments are saying. News halt, when it's slow, where do you see halt levels and resumptions with TradeZero? I don't see those, so maybe somebody else can comment. In your level 2 window. Oh, that's good to know. Thanks, Magnus Book. This is one of the times I wish pre-market had stop losses, because I would just set a stop at like 206 on this one and quit staring at it. It's kind of what I do in intraday when I see plays with this kind of price action. But we're getting giving back a little here. Let's see. Yeah, it's uncommon for the halts in pre and after market, but It happens. Let's see. Just funded a TZ account. Let's go, Mike. Any tutorials you recommend? Anyone using TZ level 2 thoughts? I'll let it. I'll open it up to see what everyone else says. But the TradeZero YouTube channel has it's not you're not going to get like nitty gritty details, but they go high level overview of pro and free and things like that. So I would definitely check that out. But I'm not sure. I really need to make a video of like digging into these different platforms, but I don't know anyone who really breaks it down super well. Ross actually had a video about it. Y'all know I don't like recommending Ross, but even though he's growing on me, he has a TradeZero platform breakdown video. I've noticed. I don't know if he really covers the level 2 too much though. T-Mac, yeah, I'm more talking about regular hours. I've been watching Justin jump into halts like a maniac. You know it, bro. You know it. That's how I get my adrenaline rush for the day. You notice I don't have a playbook for it though, because I don't want y'all to do it. It works until it doesn't work. But I do have I will admit, a good win percentage with it, and they're usually big wins, but bigger wins, but they are definitely high risk. Yesterday, FLYE almost got me though. I think that's what the ticker was. 3 minutes till 7:30, so we'll keep an eye on JSPR, see what it does. But yeah, this one right here. So actually, I didn't get into the halt. I got in after all the halt chaos, but I knew this ticker was sketchy. And I played it very small, like it is VWAP, and then it was fading so clean. Like I caught it from like 13, 14 down to like 11. Then all of a sudden it shoots up, and then it unhalts at like $16 from like 13. You know what I mean? So these sketchy little halt plays, you got to be careful with. But I love a good halt at like key levels. So like when it unhalts, again, I don't recommend this, but like if it unhalts at like the 200 or similar to what I'm playing on this one, you know, like this isn't really called a gap fill. I don't know what this is called, but clearly this is wicked down to this previous support. Now it's turned resistance. If it unhalts here, goes green, can't hold, then immediately starts turning red, and it looks like it's about to halt down, I'll try to get an order right before it halts down, because when it opens, let's just say this one, for example, it halted at 185. It'll usually open at like 170, 160, 150. So you immediately make like, 30, 40 cents on a play like this. But again, it's dangerous because a lot of times, it's very unpredictable with these. So that's why I don't really have a playbook for it, because I don't want to recommend it. These are the ones I would get sued for or something. Like this dude showed me how to play halts. Yeah, they're sketchy. Don't do it. But if you figure out a little edge to it, you can make some money on it. But the key is you got with these halts, you got to make sure they topped out. Because if you get in and they keep halting up, then just like it can open 30 or 40 cents less, it can open 30 or 40 cents higher or $1 higher. And if it's Chinese and low float, don't even think about it. Because it might halt at $2 and open at 10. This is one of those Ross examples. I've only seen it happen like once or twice, but it does happen. Is there any stats like how likely a halt is to continue in the direction of the halt? No, I haven't done any research on that.
JSPR.
Oh, it's 7:30, so JSPR just, let's see, it did push up. FTEL's flushing though, so that's good. Is anything else moving at 7:30? I'm gonna grab some locates for this, but I don't really know how I'm gonna play it just yet. Right here at the top, I think I'm gonna try it right here. I don't even know what the news is, but I'm gonna try a little stab right here. And then if it breaks new high, I'm just gonna, similar story as the other one. If it starts breaking new highs, I'm just gonna get out. If it breaks over 270. So I'm out. I played it very small. I'm gonna let it top out before I get into it again.
JSPR.
Might play $3 on it. She'll probably look and see what the news was though. Or if there's more news that came out for it. Is anything else moving? But FTEL finally flushed. Let's go. I'm gonna get out here. We just needed something to steal attention, and we got it. So I re-entered on GSPR as well, so I'm back in it. But again, I'm playing this one small because I don't know where it's wanting to go, and it's gotten attention because it halted. So I'm trying to be a little cautious with this one, playing it very small. We got this 314 level, kind of got this little 270 level, but no clear levels I really love on this one. Positive asthma news. So I stopped out quickly with this one already. Then I added back in the I think it was 279. Yeah, 279. So still not the best entry, I don't think, on this one, but I want to be in it because I think it's not going to hold up. I don't know why they were so dramatic with the halting because of the news. Like, I think they just do that sometimes to make it more dramatic. I got my next entry at 295, and then I'll play it at 309 to see if it honors that 314 level. If it doesn't, I'll just stop out. But yeah, it's positive. It's phase one. Positive preliminary phase one news. Like, we halted over this? It's weird. FTL went back to VWAP. We just needed something to steal attention from it. Thing I was hoping it would push up to about 3, get that 295 fill, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Okay, NASCAR BG, I caught that. Yeah, no, you don't see them too often. Sometimes you'll see them from like SEC regulatory reasons. but most of the time it's like a news pending halt or whatever. I don't know how they choose. I'm not educated enough to know like when they do it and when they do not do it, but this seems a little dramatic personally for phase one news. FTEL is still going down. I'm out of it though. Because I think this is one of those ones that could keep grinding since it's already multi-day. And share repurchase news. This can run sometimes too. Because it's bullish when the board or CEO or whatever is buying back stocks. Can't remember which one, but regardless. I'm still in my 279 position. So I got in a little early at 255, stopped out after it got over 270, then re-entered at 279. So I'm just going to see if it fades. If it starts running, I'll add at 295 and maybe 309, or I might cut before it gets there. Who knows? But I'll see what the price action looks like. But as of right now, just going to keep an eye on it. Dang. Probably should have held FTEL a little longer, but still a green play. Didn't make much on it. $195 total, so guess it could be worse. I prefer it to stay under 271, but let's see if it makes another push up here. But yeah, the week. So what is? Oh, and this one has a big float too, 27 million. Yeah, let's go. I might add here, honestly. I might wait, but I'm tempted to add, get some more size with this one, especially with the float size. Am I missing anything? Does it have like high institutional ownership or anything? JSPR. No, not really. Institution 37, insider 13, 24 million float. I added a little more, 269. I might regret that, but appreciate it. Just Trading. I love how I always call you Just Trading because that's your Discord name. But I never appreciated money rotation like I do now. You don't know what you have until you don't have it. I know. I agree. And it's weird that I don't really hear a lot of people talk about it either. We'll see it when things heat up. We'll see it more in these hot markets. And I got to be better and more disciplined to hyper focus on that instead of the new shiny tickers. You know what I mean? Because even I fall into the same trap that the longs are falling in, like jumping or the momentum longs that are trying to chase the new quick pop. I'm trying to jump in and short the top. So I need to just focus more on the ones that's still in attention from it. But as soon as that trade idea alert goes off, your boy's trying to jump in it. So next hot market, I'll be focusing more on that because yeah, like look at FTEL. That's what it was. It was getting ready to bust through $2. CAPS. I got two up right here. I'm a little late. I saw your comment a little late. Look like a dollar rejection here. Same thing will probably happen to this one. We just need another distraction probably. It might fade before then. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna trim some. Oh, let's go. This is what I was waiting for. Let's go. Glad I added. Was going back down. Let's go. We're in the 230s now. Money. I'm still holding. I'm about to trim some here though. Because y'all know I'll be struggling trying to hold these tickers sometimes. So I got out a little in the 230s. Still holding some of my position. Is something else still attention from it, or I saw you say miss SPEV. Is that what's still in attention? I don't know. But I won't focus on this one before I bounce to the next one. So I got out some in the 230s. I'm gonna leave some runners, but let's see what SPEV is doing. Is pushing right now. Probably gonna miss it because I'm taking my time. Cause I just don't really like where it's at on the chart. Maybe this little wick down area might cause it to pause. Maybe it might push up to 210, but I don't see any moving averages significant. Maybe this little level, but I'm gonna do a little due diligence on it real quick. I'm very familiar with this ticker, but I've traded it many times. Splash Beverage Company. But sometimes they've done so many reverse splits, their float is tiny, but it's decent. 2.5 million is what I'm seeing. I want to confirm and see how I'm just letting it run because I had a feeling it might do this. I'm just continue to do a little research. Yeah, it looks like about a 2 million float. So if it pushes back to, oh my gosh, JSPR is down to the 220s. Let's freaking go. Look at this. Oh, I got to trim some out here now though. This is wild. I guess it's wild for me because I never catch like the full moves like this because I usually close too quick. But anyways, SPEV, I'll play it if it pushes back to 2 probably. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Ooh, never mind. 1,000 shares for SPEV. You know how I like to get locates quick? This is why. 1,000 shares is now $108, so I probably won't play this one. Which is all good. So I got out of my last JSPR at 228. Yeah, I like to grab my locates quick, but I didn't with SBEV because I was kind of hyper focused on JSPR, but it's flushing as expected. Just didn't want to pay for those locates. Oh my gosh. It's a 50-cent flush. EB. And Caps is doing a dollar retest as well. Is this a big? I haven't played this ticker before. Is this a big ticker? $242 million. Yeah, a little bigger than I prefer, but not massive company. Oh, I like where it's approaching though. What's the news? So, oh, they're being acquired. An all-cash transaction valued at 500 million. Nah, I'm not gonna play this one because this might keep it elevated, or this definitely will. So what was the other one? Yeah, y'all are welcome to play it, but it's a little over the market cap that I like to trade, and it looks like it's going to be acquisition news, and I don't feel like doing the due diligence. Oh, so to receive $4, yeah, no, I definitely don't want to trade this one. They're going to receive $4.50 per share, so that's why it's hanging around this area. So yeah, this one's going to be similar to like a buyout. It's not going to move. What was the other one you told me? Caps, CAPS. And do I want to play caps now? Let's see. It's only up 15%, so I'll probably pass. Yeah, I'll pass on this one. JSPR, play of the morning for me. Yeah, I already said this. I'm not trying to pump myself up, but I am trying to pump myself up a little bit because I've been telling myself to hold some of these longer, so I was glad I caught a bigger move on this one. Because like yesterday, the similar story I told y'all at the start of the live stream, like I got a bunch of base hits, but not like a solid move. And I mean, this one I did trim some on the way down, but it was weird yesterday. It was just I traded decent, and I basically was green every play except FLYE, and I was just slightly red on it because I ended up waiting for this fade, and I added up here. So like, long story short, I might have lost $50 on it, but just no solid like plays yesterday where it was just base hit, base hit, base hit, which I'm fine with, but it's nice when you can catch a bigger move. It really pads the P&L. Yeah, no, I saw that too. The caps, there's a few reasons I didn't want to trade it. When I checked earlier, the volume was only like 200,000. I don't know if it's still, yeah, I'm looking at it now. So 284,000. So yeah, I'll probably pass on it. But it's not a bad play. Thanks for putting it on my radar. I like when y'all do that. If it had a little more volume and it was up just a tiny bit more, I'd be interested. But I just don't want to get in the habit of getting into pops in the teens. Because when it gets hot again, it's a dangerous recipe. I'm probably not gonna play VWAP on JSPR, but if it pushes back up to like the 270 level, you can see I drew it the line here, and it wicked 3 times above that level, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then it eventually died. So if it gets back to 270, I'll play it. Could it fade here at VWAP? Absolutely, and it might do that now, and I miss it. But I just don't want to get in too early. This was a nice green play for me. I don't want to have to manage it because I got in too early at VWAP and it goes up to 270 or breaks a new high. You never know. EB, no, it's a buyout. Is that the same one? Yeah. Or it's similar to like a buyout. It's an offer. They're offering $4.50 a share, so not interested. Yeah, this Delaney, that's the part that I guess I'm frustrated with myself a little bit is this market has been paying for holding. I don't some of the OGs that are on here, y'all probably remember. So during the summer, I was getting all kind of feedback. Dude, you're holding too long. Like Steven, when he used to trade with me on here on live, he was like, dude, you're holding too long. Colin was like, you're holding too long. And they weren't wrong. I was holding too long. But that was in a very hot zombie like market. Zombie meaning they would just like recover and then break new highs, you know what I mean? Like, so I was holding the plays and then they were like resurrecting and coming back and running against me. So it's crazy how the table has turned because I've turned into a very much a scalper now and probably just PTSD from those days. Um, but this was the market I should have been holding, and this is the market well, I'm just more of a scalper these days. Um, so it's crazy how you have to adjust even with the markets because yeah, and I've been holding the last week or so a little bit more, but yesterday I didn't really catch any nice moves, and there were some decent moves out there, and the ones I did catch, I just wasn't super heavy on. But yeah, Jelani, you're right. This market has been paying for holding for sure. I haven't taken full advantage of it. I do the hard part, timing the top that people recommend against, but the holding aspect should be the easiest part, but it's not because it's a mental battle at that point. But yeah, this might have been the VWAP play to play, but turned it down, so I missed it. But I again, that doesn't bother me these days. Getting in too early and then having to manage a position is worse than missing a VWAP retest, so I'm cool with it. Yeah, and going back to what you said, Jelani, I noticed that at least on your flexes, you'll mention only like a couple tickers. So you must have been having, playing decent size or holding, where I've been trading a little smaller and a bunch of tickers and not holding. And it's worked, but I think I could have been making more. If I just would have held some of these tickers a little bit longer. But not complaining, to each their own, you know what I mean? Blessed to have green months, period. But I'm always looking to improve, so. Nice, bro. That's awesome. So 8 o'clock is in about 5, 6 minutes. So we'll see what pops we have here. But as of right now, nothing's really interested interesting to me. I don't really want to play SBEV because the locates are so high, which is already a warning sign. But plus, I don't want to pay 100+ bucks because that's just a rule of mine. I have a certain amount I'm willing to pay for 1,000 shares, and 100 exceeds that. And the last time I broke that rule, I took a loss. So, gonna stick with that one. And I take losses probably more personally than I should. You're not supposed to be an emotional trader, but I don't take many losses. So when I do, I try to learn from them. I mean, I take little quick stops losses here and there, but I took a decent size last time I broke that rule about high locate prices. And I still paid it. And there's nothing that makes you more mad than overpaying for locates, then also losing on the trade. You feel like a clown. PLRZ. Really like this 420 level for many reasons, but that's besides the point. So did it flushed close to there? Okay, let me do some due diligence on this. Ooh, baby float. I'm gonna avoid this one. Let me confirm that is an accurate float size, but it looks like it's under 1 million. Oh, but Finviz is saying 6 million. AskEdgar is saying less than 1 million. I hate when that happens. Let's see what Weeble says. I'm taking too much time, but again, all good. Oh, let's push it. I'm gonna go and grab locate. So PLRZ. And I'm seeing 1 million for it. Oh, it's pushing. Yeah, I'm avoiding. It's looking like a low float. I like this level though. And watch, we're probably about to see it flush. We actually already are. I hit that 420 and now it's rejecting. But I'm getting signs this is a baby float. So could it be a play here? Absolutely. But I don't want to get caught up in this and it runs against me. Could flush here, guys. Might be missing a good play, but again, at this point in my career, I don't get too butthurt about missing plays anymore. I get butthurt by making bad judgment calls. And this one's pushing. VCIG is pushing now. Ooh. That was a nice little pop. 140 is the pivot level, and I think that's about where it went. Yep, right to it, actually. PLRZ. I am glad I avoided this one. This one's at $5 now. This feels like almost like a Ross play too. Tiny float and the price. I think this is about the price range he likes. Yeah, I hate I missed VCIG, but yeah, on PLRZ, I'm not. It could fail here at $5. Y'all know $5 is a very strong psychological level, but again, risk versus reward is just not worth it to me, so I'm gonna avoid. Oh, look at SBEV, another flush on it. Jeez, same thing with JSPR, VWAP. AskEdgar is the most accurate float. Good to know. Yeah, I like AskEdgar anyways. By the way, they're running. I have a, y'all know I try not to be too salesy and pushy. I only push things I use, but AskEdgar is running a pretty dope Black Friday sale. I think like 50% off. I could be misquoting, but Trade Ideas is as well, and I think the main ones I push to y'all because that's the main ones I use. Trade Ideas, AskEdgar, obviously TradeZero, my broker, and then TradeZella as well. But I don't.
JSPR.
Y'all don't need that one. I mean, I think it's good to have, but you don't have to have it. Just
FTEL.
If you want to upgrade as a trader, journaling is because that's one of the main reasons I do these.
JAGX.
One of the main reasons I do these daily recap videos. It's not even necessarily for y'all. It is for y'all, but it's also for me. It's like my way of journaling because I'm not consistent journaling with TradeZella.
SBEV.
Just need to quit talking. Okay. Because I'm not consistent journaling.
GIBO.
Oh, IVF is pushing. Nope. That's TradeZero faking me out. GIBO, is that a fake out or is that actually moving? It is moving, but no liquidity. BCIG looks like it's pushing back up. So if it gets back to 140, I'll play it. But I'm not rushing. I did well with JSPR. I was in 2,000 shares for this flush. So I am already over $1,000 on the morning. So I don't, or I'm like right at $1,000. So I'm not pushing another entry unless it's at a level I like. So BCIG, I'm gonna wait for it to get to $1.40. I'm seeing NIVF. Dang, I'm missing all these plays. Trade Ideas, what you doing? So I'm gonna keep an eye on BCIG, and in the meantime, I'll do some research on it. Again, very familiar with this ticker, but don't know what the latest float size is. So 8 million. Overall offering risk high, offering availability high. They were awarded a 200 million RWA consult mandate for Bridge Gold stablecoin. I don't know, but if it gets to $1.40, I'll play it again, or $1.38 ish. The borrow rate is pretty dang high on it, 160. Short interest about 8%. Yeah, I missed a lot of these initial pops. They've been flushing quick.
PLRZ.
PLRZ is a beast. See, this is what I want to develop as a trader. Like, I knew to avoid this, but I don't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like, as I develop as a trader, I still want to be very short biased. Don't get me wrong. My name's the Bear of Wall Street. I'm going to be short biased. But I would like to learn how to take advantage of these more on the long side. And in the hot, when it gets hot again, I'm gonna dabble in it. Because it takes more than just knowing to avoid these plays. Like entry, stopping out when, where to write it up to, things like that. So that'll be my 2026 goal. Still be Bear Wall Street, but we will see another hot market soon. And instead of getting ripped apart like I did last summer, and I'm kind of dramatic with it, I was still green, but it was a lot of sideways action, a lot of losing gains and giving it back and losing gains. But I would like to take more advantage of the long side. VCIG, I'm just going to see if it pushes to that level. There's not anything else I really like. I know it's strange. I'm not surprised you commented, honestly. You've been trying to get me to be buy for a minute. And I think you might be working on me. might be working a little bit. Because again, I'm not against going long. I'm just against, you know, some of these plays. I just see the short side. We usually win most of these battles.
BGLC.
BGLC. Ooh. Ooh, what's this one? BGLC. I bet this is low float too. Yeah, 1 million float. I might avoid this one too, to be honest. Yeah, this one's ripping. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I wish I was in this one. Speaking of, it stopped right at this level I drew. I don't know what that level is. I couldn't even see it on the daily. Oh, a previous pop. Dang, I should have been ready up there though. Ooh, it already flushed $1 from that level. That's weird because on the daily I don't even see that. Man, look at this level I drew. I'm gonna brag a little bit. Go, holy crap! Look at this. But I didn't take advantage of it. Dang, it went right to that level. Then my entry for VCIG was 138. It got to 136. Now it's flushing. So I might have missed that one too. Dang. And again, the only reason I think I had that level, I don't really know, because it doesn't even line up with that pop. It's a little lower. I don't know what I drew that level from in the past. Looks like just a random line. I don't know. There was something there at some point. Probably a little bit of money rotation with PLRZ with BGLC, so that might have been the time to hop into PLRZ because low floats are advantageous on the backside, you know, if it's really going to fade. But
Tops.
oh, tops, that's a scary one. That's one of the tops has historically made some crazy moves. I don't know. I think that was a fake out. Oh, was that a 4 o'clock pop today? It was. Holy crap. It shot all the way up to 1040 and then died. This is why I used to love those 4 a.m. pops, but I don't play them anymore. JSPR is still fading. Man, I haven't taken any trades here, but being a little picky. That's all right though. Yeah, my entry on VC IG was 138, so I was 2 cents off for this flush. All good. See what the comments are saying. Good judgment on PLRZ. Appreciate it, Candles. NASCAR rubbed off on you. Jay Money. Of course you would go there. Yeah, he definitely did. He definitely did. You know what I was thinking, Jay Money? I was like, you know how this has been like a well, you said you've seen it slower. I remember you were one of the few people that said that. But regardless of if there's been slower times, I'm sure there has. It's been a very slow market. I hate that I didn't. I hate that I blocked him because I wonder what he's been saying. I wonder if this entire slow market he's been saying it's been hot. Maybe. Or maybe he finally caught on it was a little slow. But honestly, yesterday, the pre-market, we had a lot of activity. I just didn't take advantage of all the plays. Even today, we've gotten way more activity. So maybe we're starting to heat up a little bit. And I'm fine with heating up a little bit. I just when it gets like crazy hot, that's whenever I struggle a little bit. And that's where I want to take advantage more of the long side. Still want to be very short biases. We'll make that very clear. But again, like there's no point in not taking advantage of some of these moves. I think that's the best way to be for like a long trader is like picky. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Be mostly short bias, but if there's a solid long, like why not take advantage of it? So as I move farther away from my W-2 in 2026, I have more time to focus on trading. That's probably what I'll do. Speaking of, PLRZ might bounce right here. What did BGLC end up doing? Bro, right at that.
PLRZ.
Oh my gosh, look at this. That's a $2.50 flush. My God. Man. Oh, VCIG's put. Oh, I'm probably in it now. Let me see if I'm in it. I'm actually not because I pulled the position because I thought it was going to come back, and I am thankful for that. So I'm not even in this one yet. I might wait now that it broke a new high. Yeah, I thought it was about to just fade off, so all my open orders I closed. I think I'm pretty happy about that, but wasn't expecting this move. So where's it going now? I might play it at 170-ish. Yeah, I was not expecting that move, but I'm glad I pulled that entry. So grabbing some locates. Oh, why am I doing that? I already have locates. Never mind. So yeah, I'll do 169. Now I'll leave this order there. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Man, I got lucky there. I just pulled that order because I didn't think it was gonna get up there. And I'm bad about leaving open orders, and usually it goes in my favor because they'll flush, but occasionally they don't. And this would have been one that it didn't. So okay, I'm in it. 169 now. Let me do some more. What's going on with this one? That was a strong move. Is somebody might be pumping this thing. $200 million RWA consultancy mandate
Tops.
for bridge gold stablecoin. Why does it keep saying tops? It wasn't even moving earlier. Yeah, it's still not moving. So I only enter 1,000 shares, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm up about 160 bucks on it now, so I might, for this size position, it's not bad. And this one's kind of sketchy, so I might be quick to take profit on this one. All right, I'm out at 153. Or, yeah, it just got filled. Sue me. I know I probably should hold longer, but I don't care. That was a strong move. I think it might
PLRZ.
I think it might push back up there. PLRZ still running? No, still dancing around VWAP. CJ called $1.15 on BGLC. Let's go. That makes you happy that one of y'all called it at least. Good deal. Dang, I should have held this. I knew it. But I played it from 169 to 153. Bro, this is a $1.40 now. Because again, see, this is what I was talking about. Like I'm decent at figuring out where they're going to top out at, which is good for entries, but I jump out a little too quick. Because like, look at this. It's already at $1.30. What in the world? That is a crazy flush. There's some longs that probably just got destroyed on that move. Speaking of longs getting destroyed on moves, if any of them held through BGLC, that's a crazy. Like it's at 450. That's $3. So $3. 750 to 450 now. And there's some of y'all that have nerves of steel that probably held through that. That is wild. Wild, wild. So PLRZ push back up. And another reason I think that I'm also pretty quick to take profits these days is because I don't like drawdowns as much as I used to. Like I take a really like back in the day,
PLRZ.
used to care less if I was red. Look, PLRZ is making its next move up. Oh my gosh. I used to not care about being red in a position because I would kind of just like average into positions. Now I'm not a fan of being red. So I tend to take profits quick. Just an internal thing. I'm talking out loud. Cause I think I told y'all like last December I had some crazy drawdowns. Still green for the month, but some crazy drawdowns. And I don't like being down $1,000 now. Much less some of those drawdowns I used to have. Yeah, we recognize this one was going to be a problem at what, $4? 420? Yeah. So it's just like I didn't take advantage of this move. So that's what I mean by like maybe 2026 when things get hot again. I'm gonna focus a little bit more on. I'm far from a master of the short side. I'm good at it and can make consistent profit, or I'm decent at it, can make consistent profit. But it would be nice to catch some like moves like this. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. VCIG is at $1.20 now. No locates anywhere on PLRZ. Yeah, this thing. There's a lot of signs that this thing was going to do this. Because even when I checked, they were already super pricey. Because y'all know I grab locates quick. And even though I wasn't really planning on getting in it, I looked and they were very pricey. Well, actually, I can probably look it up. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, for 1,000 shares, it was already $80. And I'm pretty quick with grabbing these, so. All right, I'll wait and see if there's any 8:30 plays. That's still 11 minutes away, so I don't really see anything that we can do money rotation with, or me. Y'all do. It's not financial advice. Y'all are just watching me trade. But me, like, I don't see any that I really am super interested in. Maybe if VCIG recovers, but PLRZ, there's no locate, so that's not going to be a money rotation play. TAOP, we haven't talked about it much today, but I think it's been slowly fading. Yeah. FTEL, where's it at? Oh my gosh, I should have held this one too. Look at this. People forgot about it or closed their position to chase the new shiny thing, I guess. Don Black caught some of that move. Let's go. Nice job. So apparently TradingView's going hard with their Cyber Monday deal up to 80% off. Oh, Mike, I don't know if you're still on. I think you asked a question about, yeah, what level of TradingView do you use? What do you mean by level? Mike, if you're still on. I'm not really sure what your question is. My bad. Anyways, what was I going to pull up? JSPR. Kind of just looking through all the plays from this morning. Man, they all faded today. Or not all, because PLRZ, but all the ones I played faded. TradingView has 4 options. Maybe that's what he meant. I'm not in a trade right now, so I'll look and see what I have.
PLRZ.
It's still pushing. Beast. Jeez. Whew. Old me would have got tore up from this one. But losses is the greatest teacher, I can tell you that. I like learning the hard way. So I just have the Mike, if you're still on, I just still have the essential, and then I added the US stock market bundle data. I figured out you can have a double login for the web version of TZ to locate and be logged into TradingView same time. Figured out you can have double login for the web version of TZ. Oh yeah, yeah. Are you talking about like the Bear Center or whatever? Whatever they call it. When you say you don't like a stock for a short position, I look at it for a long. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm glad someone's taking advantage of it, Don Black. So yeah, I'm glad you killed it or got to catch some of the move. Yeah, so I have the okay, Mike, you here? So yeah, I got the essential, and then I added the little. I don't even know if you need it. The U.S. stock market bundle, whatever that is. It says every American stock ETF index you can think of in one click. But this is a good time because they're doing the Cyber Monday deal. I have an affiliate link for it too. And the but So if you want to click that. But they are running a good deal, so I would take advantage of the 80% off for sure. If you don't have TradingView, because I personally think it's the best charting out there. But again, I stick to what I like, and I don't explore a lot of options. The only options I explored a lot was this scanners, and I tried a bunch of them. But well, and Stock Titan too. I looked at a lot of news feeds too. So I have, all I see is I have the essential. So my current plan is essential, and then I added a US stock market bundle. I don't know if they still do it that way because I've had this subscription for a long time. Because usually they'll ask you if you can add bundle. Like, well, I'll do a fake checkout since there's nothing happening right now. 5 minutes. It won't let me since I'm already logged in. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the essential, and then sometimes they'll ask you if you want to add little things on at the end. Maybe it's all included now. I don't know. But I don't think you need more than the essential personally, unless you're like adding a ton of indicators. There are some good deals on the Plus Premium Ultimate. Jeez. You can get the premium for only 16 bucks now. Save $502 a year. Plus 1 extra month. Dang, TradingView's trying to hit some, must be behind. Trying to hit some metrics or something. All right, 4 minutes till 8:30. So we'll see if we can. It's been a lot of plays, but I haven't taken advantage of all of them. So maybe I can catch one more before live gets over with. Yeah, no, I'm glad things are starting to move a little too. Even though I did decent in the slower market, it was just because the pro was everything was pretty much fading. So I don't want to take that for granted, but I do like this more activity though. It makes the live streams more entertaining, at least. Gives us more opportunity. I can be more picky. I don't have to jump in everything because we finally see a pop. So definitely glad to see it's picking up. So the way the affiliate link works is just it tracks that you clicked it through mine. So you don't just, and I appreciate it, Mike. That means a lot. But all you got to do is just click the link, and then it puts like a cookie on your, or whatever it's called, on your browser. So if you check out, I'll get credit for it. You don't have to put any codes or anything. Yeah, I just tested it out. So if you click my link, it just takes you to the main page. And you still do the Black Friday deals. But again, it's not that big of a deal. But if you click it, I appreciate it. 1 minute till 8:30 news pops out or comes out, and see if we find some pops here in 8:30. Nothing I really see that I think might be a good money rotation. Like, look at this VCIG. Back to where it started. JSPR basically back to where it started. And this goes back to exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of live. Remember I said it was probably going to stay between 150 to 180 after this move, where these other fresh pops, like look at VCIG, it's back to where it started. JSPR kind of back to where it started, where FTL probably won't. I mean, at some point it'll get back here, but it might be a minute. Oh, CAPT. It's a different one. CAPT. $1.10 is the 200 EMA. Grabbing some locates. I'm probably going to miss it, but slid in an order at 99. I don't love that entry, to be honest. So I'm only in 1,000 shares, so I'll see if it flushes. And then if it pushes a little bit past this, I'll add some size. Kind of force that entry, to be honest. And then I got another one waiting at $1.09. And then I got to research this company because I don't even know what the float is. CAPT. Oh, it's a big float. 26 million float, 25 million market cap. Borrowing rate is very high on this one, 299. Overall offering risk high. Got my 109 fill. They have no cash, so I'm gonna add a little bit more at 109 if it gets back up there. I'm in 2,000 shares now, so what was the news? That's probably important to look at. Oh, that was from 8 o'clock. That wasn't even 8:30 news. There we go. Come on, let's see a little flush on it. Oh, announces plan to acquire Montana gold fields valued at 750 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I was in a couple thousand shares. Average is 105 because I got in early at $1. So I just took some profit at 97 cents and it got filled surprisingly. So I'm only in, the reason I said surprising is because it barely hit it, but so now I'm only in 1,000. And I'm just gonna wait to see if it flushes more. And I have another order waiting at 109. I wish I'd added a couple thousand shares up there after seeing the float. Because when I see big floats like this, 26 million, it gets me excited because I know this thing is not gonna run against me. So I'm gonna try to hold on these at 94 cents, 93 cents. But the news, I mean, that's a pretty big, if it's really valued at 750 million. Announce, oh, it's a letter of intent. Trash. That's sometimes they do these and I know this sounds like conspiracy theory, but I don't care. This is how I view these. I think sometimes these companies put these LOIs just to create some momentum, because a lot of these LOI is a letter of intent, I believe is the abbreviation. Um, because a lot of them don't come to fruition. But if you throw a PR because your buddy has a company that, oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Now we're in the 80 cents. I'm getting out here. We're trimming some more here. Let's go. So I'm only in 500 shares now. Anyways, letter. So just again, not financial advice, but I like seeing the LOI. So if it's what's the other term? The opposite of letter intent is like a definite agreement or whatever. Those are a little more, make me a little more nervous, but a LOI, letter of intent, um, nothing's guaranteed. So um, because it says closing subject to definite documents, audited statements, regulatory review, and then they got to secure the capital. They need to raise capital to fund development and restart operations. Best case, the closing expected Q1 of 2026. So like, it's far from a done deal. There we go. Well, good stuff. Anybody else catch APT or CAPT? Just like, I don't even know what letters are. CAPT. But yeah, Mike, that's what I need to really make a tutorial on TradeZero. They've been asking me to do it too, to make a YouTube video. I need to go over all the features, but I honestly need to learn because y'all know I'm a mobile trader, but I would YouTube it. Their YouTube has some video breakdowns, but I don't know how granular they are. So I'm about to get out. If we get, there we go. I'm about to just get out here. This is a big enough game for me. All right, I'm out. 82 cents. Let's go. Nice, 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 nice. What a beautiful chart. Like, look at this. Look at this. Just red, just bloody. Fell at a 200 EMA. That's what we like to see as short sellers. And and again, I noticed this even with some of my new traders in the Discord, guys. And by the way, this is the last day I'm doing free trial in the Discord. Um, if you're interested. So even myself, when I was a young trader, y'all probably heard me casually say this one would have hurt me in the past. I still see that with a lot of new traders is they want to trade the thing that's ripping. And I still fall for that trap. But a lot of times it's the plays that aren't getting a lot of attention are the ones that print for us. So just remember that. Again, not financial advice, but I guarantee if you go on X and if this keeps running, at the end of the day, you will see so many short sellers that gets ripped apart by this one. Maybe not this one since you can't get locates for it now, but a lot of times the plays are the ones that are not the ones that's getting everybody's attention. I know it's cool to be the hero and short the main one that's running, but that's also how you get yourself in trouble. Because like, look at these other plays we played, like FTL, CAPT, JSPR, BCLG. I didn't play it, but some of y'all did. Probably won't be around too much longer. This RYOJ, it's very liquid though, but it's up about 30%. Probably will pass on that one because I already pushed to $6 and failed. RYOJ. Right where the pivot was. PLRZ. The RVOL never got bigger than 1. What's RVOL? RVOL. Oh, relative volume. Y'all know I don't use volume. I don't know about these terms. Let's see. So I'm doing a free trial right now, Don Black, but it's like, I think it's $25 a month. Try to keep it super affordable, but I get everyone doesn't have the capital, but I think it pays for itself pretty quickly. T-Mac, I really want to somehow take my attention away from the shiny new tickers and focus on the money rotation slow fades. Like, look at TAOP, low stress, and they just die almost every. No, you're right, bro. You're right. That's what, again, that's the beauty of our little group. Speaking of our group, like, we just need to hold each other accountable to some of these plays. Like, because even me, I fall for the same trap, trying to chase the shiny new ticker. Because I'm, how do I work? Like, I know I'm decent at these PR pops, but a lot of times the best play is the one that's getting attention stolen from it. So it's something I'm gonna focus on more in the hot market.
NIVF.
I don't love that it's making new highs after 8:30, but it might flush here. Let's see. Ooh, it's got a baby float. I didn't realize how little this float was. I'm seeing 500,000. Let me look what FinViz is saying. NIVF. Still could flush. Not saying that. Yeah, I'm seeing 500,000. I'll probably avoid this one. It'll probably flush, but I'm good. I'll probably pass on this one. Not really sure why I'm still here, to be honest, because I usually stop trading at this point, but I feel like I want one more play. But I've had a decent morning. Might hang out till 9 and then call it a day. See if there's anything else that pops up. NIVF, I'm afraid this one might keep pushing though, so I'm probably going to avoid it. And it is pushing, making new highs now. This is a overextended move though. I do like these overextended moves. So if it gets maybe up to 3, I might take a stab if locates are not insane. But I really, these are, if you're a newbie, you don't want to trade these super low floats. There it goes, it's flushing now. Surprisingly, the locates are dirt cheap for it to only have 500,000 float. That's weird. $1.3 million float you're seeing. Few things said 500,000, but regardless, half or 1.3, that's still pretty small. If it pushes a 3, I got an order waiting at 299. I'll try it. I'm having a good morning, so I'd love for the low float to ruin that. $25 is a steal. Best bargain I've ever found for live quality info with feedback. Love it. Appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So I still have that order at 299. I don't know if it's going to get there. Zane, I'm a member as well, and the membership pays for itself from the chat alone. Little Jimmy. Oh, Little Jimmy. So Zane rents. Little Jimmy. Okay. I'm glad I can put those together. Yeah, Little Jimmy, you've been killing it, bro. Having some crazy days. You've even beat me a few days, which is really not a competition, but I like seeing when y'all outperform me. So I'm just waiting to see if NIVF pushes to that $3 level. If it doesn't, I'll probably call it a day. I don't even know if I want to enter it, to be honest. But I might try it and just have a tight stop on it. Looks like biosector is hot this week. Yeah, a lot of these plays are bio, aren't they? Biotech. Dang, I'm gonna miss it. So again, a few ticks off. I was at 299. I had a feeling it was probably topping out, but didn't want to get in a little too early. It might flush here. RYOJ might push back up here. How much is it up? It doesn't look like it's up. Well, if it gets up to $6, it'll be up a decent amount. Yeah, it's up 40%. Not a lot of volume. Locates are pretty pricey, so what does that mean? Let me see what the float is on this one. 2.2 million. Dang, yeah, I'm missing IBF. Oh well. And PLRZ's already made a new high. My goodness. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot that I'm interested in, guys. So I might wait just to see to see if there's any 9 o'clock pops. Even though I don't love those, y'all know that. They tend to keep pushing, but because everyone's, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but I assume it's because everyone's awake and there's more liquidity. But for whatever reason, 9 o'clocks they tend to push a little harder. not really seeing any potential money rotation plays for 9. Everything else already kind of faded. Besides, obviously, PLRZ, but I'm sure we still can get locates for it, nor do I want locates for it, because this thing is pretty bullish. Yeah, no, I was waiting for it to get a little bit higher, T-Mac. Good call, but I wanted to see it get closer to 6. All right, a couple more minutes till 9 o'clock, and then we'll see if we see anything that's worth playing. After hours today? No, I'm not going to do after hours today. Thursday probably the next time I can do after hours. 4 o'clock I'll be busy today. Wednesday I'll be busy too. But Thursday I'll do after hours. And Friday, of course, we do the exclusive end of day trades in Discord. Or Friday fades. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do after hours today. JSRP is pushing back up. It is. This might be a money rotation play if it gets to VWAP and there's something that steals attention. Let's see. We should push a little bit higher to about 235. Nine o'clock. See if we get any movers. not really seeing much. Took me a little stab at JSPR. I'm probably going to get in too early, but got in at 230 and another entry at 235, but just to see if it fades here. I was hoping there'd be something to steal attention from it, but very low expectations on this one. I might just hop out and call it a day, to be honest. Or just hold on to it. I don't know. But yeah, not seeing any 9 o'clock plays. So, and there's nothing really too interesting for me right now. So I'm going to wrap up. Thank y'all for hanging out. I am in this one. I got in at 230 with another entry at 235, a bigger entry. Just got a little filler here just in case there was something to steal attention away from it moving up. But playing it small. Stop out if it gets over VWAP. But if it gets to 235, I'll get another entry and then hopefully it'll flush. But on that note, I'm going to wrap it up. So I will see y'all tomorrow live stream. See y'all.